Hi there, Ash and Little Apiary Company here. Welcome back to the channel. Down at Stratford today, looking through the hives, trying to see where we're at in terms of the season. The swarm season's been pretty good. We've already split one, and if you remember in the last video we split one of our nukes. Jim caught a swarm at the school that she works in, so we've now got a swarm in our back garden which I've got to deal with and move once I know that it's clean and looking good. And we've got the bits and pieces here to go through. I'm hoping to do a couple of Demarees, so as long as those colonies are looking good for it, I'll go through that process with you today. Right, let's have a look, see what we're doing in this colony. I checked these last week. I put 2 extra supers on them because they were filling up already, and there was no swarm cells or anything else like that, so I was thinking pretty much this week they'll need to be split. We've got bees already poking around. And look, see, these are the supers on. They're up here in the top already. So it's empty, but they're working on it. It was a wet super, so they would be wanting to work through that. And this super is full. So that is very full. Brace comb now. They're off and about. It's a bit early in the day, in fairness, but I've got to get going because there's a storm coming in. Well, so the weather forecast says. Certainly it's forecasting rain this afternoon, so I want to get through everything before that happens. Okay, can't see her on now. Box full of bees. Pop that down in front. A bit of muck on there. Get this bucket. Now, on the last video, someone did comment about the state of my hive tool, and it was an absolutely fair comment because I hadn't cleaned up and sorted stuff out when I should have done. But I've got my bucket of soda sorted now, and hive tools will be living in that for the season. Sorry, drone. Right, let's see what we can find. You get the dummy board out. Quick check, make sure she's not on there. So come back and away. Up. That's all stores. I've got bees right the way across the box, so they are definitely in need of some form of swarm control. It will be dependent on whether we've got queen cells in here or whether she's still trucking away. So again, that's mostly drone brood and some stores at the outer edge. And then we've got cat brood, some drone brood, pollen, half circle of stores. So now we're looking for eggs. So now they've got stores, well, they've got plenty of stores. They've got 2 supers full already. And I'm seeing plenty of nectar. That's pollen. We've got some cat worker brood at the bottom. And if I can see the bottom of the egg, cells the egg. The light is not the best. That's another frame, plenty of pollen on it. Through. Again, pollen, big loads of pollen in there. And cat brood. You can see some young larvae. I've not seen any queen cells yet. My eyes aren't as great as they used to be. And this light is not great. It's a little bit cool today. I think it's probably about 13, 14 degrees. But like I said, I had to get on early because the rain is coming in this afternoon, which does mean that colonies are going to be a little bit tetchy today. I've seen some larvae down there. They're all quite old. Look healthy though on the sea. Patterns where she's laid that one out. Can I see? Oh, I can see eggs. Right, so we know that Her Majesty has been here within the last 3 days. So far I've not seen any swarm cells, which is good. They're fairly calm as well. It's quite nice bees, this colony. What I need to do now is go through and find the queen. I don't have to. Oh, cut down there, make sure there's nothing in it. No, it's dry. I don't have to find the queen to do a Demaree split, but it's easier if I can. So I'm going to grab my queen clip and look through this colony and find the queen. Right, can't find the queen, which is not unusual because I'm terrible at finding queens. So I'm going to do something now to sort that out. Basically, I'm going to swap the boxes over, shake these bees in. I'll keep looking for the queen as I do it, but they'll move up through when I get to the second part of the Demaree. So I've got a box over here. So this box, brood box, that's a mix of foundation and drawn comb. So we're going to swap that over. So that over there. And this colony goes down there. Through in case she's obvious. That down. And make some space. So what I've got now, empty box, so loads of space for her to lay in. So this will get them annoyed, and they're already getting a bit frustrated with the fact that I've been through their colony twice already. I will have a look at each frame as I do it, because if I see the queen, she can go in and I don't have to I don't have to worry about it. Just check. Put that to one side. Next frame. Over. Let's have a look, see if I can see her. No. Another double check. One side. Go through. Yep. Check. The simple aim is we want the queen in the bottom box. That's what we're doing. So just check and shake. Check again. Keep an eye out for her. She'll probably be on the last frame. Shake, because that's the way it works. Not seeing her in there. I'm just going to pop that one in because that's got some nice pollen on it. Always tough in these big colonies to find her. That's why when you do find the queen, catch her and mark her. It just makes your life so much easier. There you go, those in. Those in. And that one go over there. Right. Shut that up. Queen excluder. Then we rebuild the hive. I certainly won't have liked that. So, in the bottom box, we've got an empty brood chamber with the queen, and all the bees are currently in there at the moment. We've got the supers lined up, and the bees are connected all the way through. They're in all the supers going up there. 4 is maybe a bit of a stretch, but as long as there are bees in every super to work through, that's fine. So the next stage is the Demaree board. You don't have to use a Demaree board, just use a queen excluder if you want. I've got some of these. I've also drilled holes and put entrance discs on the front of some of my brood boxes to work that way. Basically the entrance is there. If you want to raise a queen in it, then she needs to be able to get out and get mated. But also, there'll be loads of drones in the top, and drones can't get through queen excluders. But if you can see in here, so there's a square queen excluder so the bees can travel up and down. We've got an entrance, and then we're going to put all the brood in here. So, spare frame out from there. The bees, the young bees, will come up here because they'll smell the brood up this side, up this end. There we go. So you see, all that drone brood, when that hatches, they'll clog up the queen excluder because they can't get through. So that's why I always give them an entrance when I'm doing this method. We've got options now to what we want to do. If you want to raise a new queen, you can do that. These are quite nice bees actually, so I may well let them raise a queen. They may well raise emergency cells because they can't smell the queen. She's too far away. They think she's failing. If you don't want to raise a queen, you just come in next week, sort of 10 days, knock all the queen cells down and let this brood hatch out. So in 21 days all this brood will have gone. It may well be full of nectar by the time 21 days is out, and that's fine. Just move that to there. So you see all the bees are heading in now, in the bottom, brood's in the top. They'll work their way up to cover that brood. They'll be able to smell it. So there we go. That's the Demaree split, pretty much in a nutshell. Taking the queen, putting her in an empty box, so she's got a whole box worth of space to lay. Brood's all up there, so they're separated from the brood, so they think that they've swarmed a bit, all right, because we separated the queen and the flying bees from the brood. So they're all going to fly down, all the flying bees will fly down there. Supers, then you've got the Demaree board, or it could be a queen excluder, however you want to do it, and then all the brood. Later on, after 21 days, if I don't raise a queen in here, I'll take this box, once everything's hatched out, put it right down on the bottom, put a queen excluder, and then the new box, and then all the supers. And what will happen is you'll have brood above all the stores, and the queens will be sitting there. Sorry, the bees, they don't like that. They don't like having stores below the brood. So they will then drag all of that nectar up, clean out that bottom box, and you can take it away, basically. So all the nectar that they store up in here will go into your supers. But we've created a split, kept the colony together, all the bees together, so you've got your full workforce to keep your honey flow going. And that is how I do my Demaree splits. Okay, that's the end of the video. I hope you found the Demaree useful, and potentially you can use it with your own hives. I find it a really flexible way of controlling swarms. It's got to be proactive, obviously. If they're already started swarming, Demaree is not going to work for you. You've got to find something else. But for the two here, really great. They're across all the boxes. They're filling the supers. No signs of swarming, no queen cells or anything. So the split's been done. That queen should carry on laying nicely, and we haven't lost any bees. and we'll just see what happens in the top boxes, and I'll make a decision whether I want to raise queens from them or not. Everything else seems to be ticking along. Some of these we might get some honey out of by the end of the season. Who knows, if they get mated soon enough, we've got enough time for them to build up and get maybe a box out of them. So if you lasted this long, thank you so much for watching. If you find it useful, please hit that like button, give me a subscribe, it really helps me kick along. The next video is going to be on honey house. Well, actually honey house might come out before this, I don't know, it depends on what order I edit them. But I'm working on the honey house this weekend as well, to get a load of that finished, and that's really progressing well. So check that video out, and until then, I hope your beekeeping season's going well and the swarm season's going well for you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.